Good evening, everyone. My name is Sade, and I just wanted to give a quick toast. So, I believe that too often we do not give people their props until they're dead, and I want to change that. And that's why I've gathered everyone here today to celebrate the great achievement of Africa of retirement this month. Many of you may know her as a daughter or a friend, a sister, classmate, but to me, she's just mom. Africa was born to Caswell and Leslie McGrowder on the island of Jamaica in St. James, Montego Bay, and she was described as a very lively child, very adventurous. Her family often tells stories of her getting in trouble, like the time she got stuck under a fence after stealing fruit from her neighbor's tree. She immigrated to the US during middle school, and when she was in high school, she had her first child. Despite being a single parent, she was able to become a dental assistant in order to provide for herself and her daughter. 9 years after her first child, she had her last child and completed her family. Eventually, she was able to get her RN and has been working as a nurse for 30 years until her retirement this month. My mother has many principles that she has instilled into my sister and I, and one of the most prominent is to be persistent, to never give up no matter how hard things get or no matter how long it might take to achieve your goal. And my mom's the perfect example of this. She was able to open up her own business in 2014. She had wanted to give back to her community in some type of way, and so she opened up a daycare that gave parents a very affordable and time adjustable option for childcare where there was not many. While having her daycare, she faced many hardships, such as natural disasters kind of coming in and messing up the daycare environment, or injuries that happen on the premises, or even a lack of funding. And throughout all of these hardships, she was still able to push through and stay the course. Another way that I feel my mom has persisted in life is through her schooling. As previously stated, she was a young mother, and that made her education way different from her peers. She had to stop school many times, but it was never a full stop. She always went back and went higher and did greater things. I remember her coming home from work at like 1 a.m, only to wake back up at 6 to open daycare and then leave for school by like 12 without being able to take any type of rest. And she never really complained about that. In her work life, she was also very hardworking, as many of her supervisors and coworkers could tell you. She started her work as a dental assistant and worked for many, many years at Brookdale Hospital, where she was also a delegate and helped her coworkers with work and healthcare rights. This meant she did a lot of protesting and attended a lot of meetings in order to help her fellow worker. Eventually, she decided to go back to school in order to become a nurse, because nursing was her passion. And when she put herself through LPN school, she had to stop working as a dental assistant, but she continued working at the hospital in the attending office. And then once she became an LPN, she started working in the nursing home that was attached to the hospital, where she worked full-time while putting herself through RN school. And after she got her RN, she started working in the med-surg unit at the hospital. Her coworkers would describe her as dedicated and considerate and compassionate. So yeah, that's just a little bit about my mom, and she plans to use her retirement to travel and spend time with her grandchildren. So if we could all just raise our glasses to her, thank you very much.